AI isn't just for tech giants anymore. It's already helping real businesses, just like yours, to work smarter, move faster, and get more done. This is AI on Main Street, real talk with small business pros and AI insiders. Powered by WLS, helping rockstar bosses lead the future, one smart move at a time. Today, we have a very special guest, Mr. E. Walter Smith. Mr. Smith is the founder of the EWS Financial Group. He will share how AI tools have impacted his financial services business. So, let's give it up for rockstar boss E. Walter Smith.
Good afternoon. I'm E. Walter Smith, the managing director of the EWS Financial Group. For the past 4 decades or so, I've helped individuals and corporations with insurance, wealth building, and legacy planning. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to be able to say goodbye to smile.
So, what specific AI tools or technologies have you implemented in your financial services business, and how have they improved efficiency or accuracy?
Well, about a year and a half ago, I started a podcast where I interviewed successful fathers and daughters about when they had the talk, not about the birds and the bees, but about insurance, wealth building, legacy planning. And it was a long form podcast where, it typically lasted anywhere between 60 and 90 minutes. So I've got all this great content from these amazing people, but was faced with the problem of having to edit it. And so I just had 5 or 6 shows in the can because I couldn't figure out who I wanted to edit it for me, and and just all those things. I wasn't going to do it in house, and so it just sat in the can. And then I came across an AI program called Opus Clips that was able to take my podcast and turn it into 30, 60 and 90-second snippets. And so that was really my first introduction and first use of AI when I used Opus Clips to edit my podcast called The Talk. And then when I decided that I wanted to really enhance my presence in the marketplace, I embraced the idea that it made much more sense to be able to be findable as opposed to really search out and tackle my target market. I wanted to be able to do again 30-second to 60-second snippets about insurance, wealth building, and legacy planning in a walk and talk kind of fashion. But to really sit down and outline a script and come up with, the proper kind of thumbnails and headings and what have you, I could do it, but it was very, very time consuming. So I went to my friend Gemini, as well as ChatGPT, and said, listen, this is what it is that I'm trying to do. This is the market that I'm targeting. This is the kind of presentation, the kind of content that I want. And these 2 programs did an amazing job of giving me outlines and subject lines and descriptions and bullet points that I could use in presenting, what it totaled to be about 50 different tips or commercials or whatever you want to call it to improve my efficiency in being able to present this kind of information to the marketplace, and to be able to do it with an accuracy that was direct, short and sweet, and easily consumed in a very quick manner by those that came across it. So those are the tools that I use and those I got from using.
How has AI changed the way you interact with your clients, and what impact has it had on marketing to your clients and attracting new ones?
One of the major ways that AI has really, really assisted me in the way that I interact with my clients and provide them with an experience that sets me, head and shoulders apart from my competition, is in being able to utilize many of the commercials or the snippets that I've posted on social media as additional marketing tools for me to continue my relationship with them But more importantly, it gives them something that they can share with their friends and associates and colleagues and what have you as they talk about, me as a resource for their insurance, wealth building, related planning needs. And so, it kind of serves as a double sword from the standpoint that, again, one, it gives me an opportunity to utilize this tool to get more and more content out there into the marketplace, and at the same time gives them a tool that they can use to go along with their referring people to me in a manner that says, well, I don't have to talk so much myself. Here's a link of him talking for about 30 or 60 seconds that'll surely, address the need that you've got right now, and establish a way to begin a conversation based on them literally hearing what it is that I've said, to introduce an idea of being able to get with that. So that's how it's helped me to uh, you know deal with customer service and enhancing the relationship that I've gotten with.
So, what challenge did you face when integrating AI into your business? And what advice would you give to other small business owners considering AI adoption?
One of the major challenges that I faced when introducing AI to my business was looking at all the choices that are out there in the marketplace. Because in this day and age, we're being bombarded by different tools and opportunities and strategies and influencers and the like, with the latest and greatest of all these kind of tools that we're looking for. So a big challenge was just um, reviewing all those choices and making a real decision as to the direction that I was going to go. And essentially, what happened, I'm scrolling through because I, like you, I'm sure, find myself, just sprinting down the social media rabbit hole. But I found this one person in particular. Her name is Nikki. I don't even know her last name. You know how that is. You scroll through and it's kind of hot. So, but she was talking about this tool that took a 90-minute podcast and turned it into 30-second spots or 60-second spots or whatever it was. So at the end of the day, it was somebody that came across my screen that really resonated with me at that particular time. I'm sure there are plenty of other programs out there, but at that time, hers was the one. And so that challenge was one that I allowed to kind of work itself out organically. And then it was a matter of, well, you've been kind of looking for this. You've been hearing about it all the time. Everybody says that if you don't go into AI, you're going to go bankrupt. So you had to make a decision to do something. And I decided to do that. And it really just turned things around instantly. Where I had done, an annual budget, assuming that I was going to have to spend another, at least 5 to 15 grand just in editing and all of that. I bought a $115 program on an annual basis, upped the program, dumped the podcast into it, and like in 12 minutes, I had 32 snippets that I could then schedule and came with the script and everything else, and let it roll. So it was challenging up front to make that decision, but in quick order, once I made the decision, I was able to put that thing out there, and it worked out really well. So uh, um, the advice or the recommendations that I would give to any small business owner and any business owner, anybody looking to really embrace what AI can do for them, I would say first and foremost, be open to the fact that it's not as complicated as you might think. That there are professionals in this marketplace that have blazed the trail, that have peeled back the onion, that are there to assist you in your journey into that AI space, and are excited about meeting you where you are and bringing you along the way in a manner that's comfortable, that's supporting, and that will have you really feel that you're doing the right thing at the right time in a way that works the best for you. And once you've been able to do that, leap, leap. Because what you'll find is that life gets easier like immediately. It's not hype when they say AI will turn your world around immediately. That's not hype. I mean, it is immediate. When you look at the time that it takes for you to do what it is you're doing right now, when you look at the time, when you look at the time that it takes for you to do what you're doing right now, and know in the back of your mind that there's a tool out there that will allow you to cut that time. You want to say in half because for your life, the big line has been, I can do this, do this at half the time. It's not even half the time. It is like, it's literally like that. And begin to use that tool, that paper you need to write, those emails that you need to send out, those social media posts that you need to do. Once you've learned how to prompt the system, which is very easy, the system will be there for you in ways that you don't even imagine. And so that's what I would recommend, to you. Find an expert like Workplace Learning Solutions, like Bridget C. Lewis, and allow her to, hold your hand and lead you down the path of really enhancing, what it is that you're able to do within your workspace, enhancing what it is you're able to offer to your client base and to your customers, and to actually reduce the time that it takes you to do that. So that's my recommendation.
Let's thank our guest, Mr. E. Walter Smith, for sharing his insights and experiences using AI in his business. Connect with E. Walter Smith on his socials: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn, and his website, saygoodbyewithasmile.com. Thanks for watching AI on Main Street. Real stories, real insights, for real businesses like yours.